Hi, and welcome back to Mixed Tricks, my YouTube channel where the viewers get to watch me perform feats of magic in each and every episode. This edition features tricks with using common everyday items, cards, and coins. Most of the tricks in today's episode fit into two categories of magic: productions and vanishes. A production is where something suddenly appears. A vanish is the exact opposite, where an object disappears. The first two tricks in today's episode are a couple of quickies. Yeah, folks, that's another double entendre. When I say quickie, I mean something that happens very quickly in a flash within the blink of an eye. If you happen to blink and you miss it, rewind the episode and watch it as many times as necessary. Now, the first thing I'm going to do and show you is I have a little stack of nickels here. And there's a little brass cap with nothing in it. I'm going to cover the stack of nickels with the cap like so. Tap it with the magic wand. And instantaneously, I have doubled my money. We now have 4 dimes in place of the 4 nickels. You see that? Okay. Moving right along. Trick number 2. Now we have a card trick. Anybody that knows me knows I don't really care too much for card tricks. I find most of them boring. The usual, pick a card, any card, put it back in the deck, I'm going to find it. Get out of here. Boring. I'll show you what I got here. I've got a card box with cards, and I got a little case, protective case, to keep the cards in the deck in. I'm going to open up the deck like so, and I'm going to draw off the top card, show it to you. It's the 6 of hearts. No need to remember that, but you can if you want to. If you want to play along. It has no relevance to the trick. I'm going to put it back in the deck, close up the deck like so. And we're going to take the little shell, the little protective case. We're going to slide the deck in it like so. Place it here where you can see it. Tap it 1, 2, 3. Abracadabra. The best way that I've found to get out of doing boring card tricks is get rid of the deck. 1, 2, 3. It's gone. Now we're going to do another little coin trick. We have 4 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to place them right here on the table. We have a little cap with nothing inside. We're going to cover the coins just like so. Stack back up. We're going to take the magic wand, tap it, say a magic word, say Alakazam. That works. And instantly, we only have 3 coins. You're wondering where the coin go. Well, we'll get back to that in a minute. Right now, we're going to move on to the next part of this routine. I have here a little box with a very interesting design on the front, and as you can see, it is held shut by a couple rubber bands. Now, I'm going to take the rubber bands off. Now, when I do this trick in person during the show, with an audience participation effect, I have a spectator remove the rubber bands on the box. Now we open up the box, and inside is another box with the same spooky design on it. It is also held closed by a rubber band. So we're going to take that rubber band off. Just like so. And inside that, well, lo and behold, there's something else. There's a small little bag, also held closed with a rubber band. We're going to take that rubber band off, just like so. And we're going to take the bag, just like so. Our missing coin has reappeared. Alright, okay, before I continue, let's take a minute and review what I've done so far. The first trick was a transformation. The nickels changed into dimes. The second one the one with the card case and the deck, was a Vanish. I made the whole deck vanish so I wouldn't have to do any more card tricks. And then the third one that I did was a routine combining two tricks that made use of the theme of this episode, which was Vanish and a production. I vanished a coin, I produced it later from another location. Vanish and production. Now for an odd little card trick. There again, I don't generally do card tricks, but this one's a little different. The only reason I like it. This is another Tenyo penetration effect. If you'd like to learn a little more about Tenyo, watch episode 2. I talk a little bit about the company's history. Now what we have here are two cards picked randomly out of a deck. We have a little frame with a glass window in it, solid like so. We're going to take one card and we're going to put it on the front of the frame, like this. Get in there. We're going to take the other card and we're going to place it on the back of the frame, like so. And we're going to get them in there, even them up, make them look nice. And you see that the little center there almost makes like a target. I wonder what that's for. Well, I'm going to take this very sharp skewer and I'm going to use that little thing, the target, and I'm going to pass the skewer right through the little frame and the cards. And we're going to take the skewer out. We're going to take the card off the back side, it'll come out. Well, let's do one on the front side, that's okay. As you can see, it has a hole in it. We're going to take the other card out. Come on, Mr. 3. Don't be difficult. It also has a hole in it. But as you can see, the frame does not have a hole in it. Here is another example of some routining. When I am putting a show together, the first thing I do is pick out what tricks I'm going to perform. And then I place them in a order that makes sense, at least to me. These last three tricks all fit into this episode's theme, which is productions and vanishes. Now what I have here is a glass and a little drink coaster. I place the glass on top of the coaster, and then I take this beautiful silk handkerchief and I cover it. Now everybody count with me. 1, 2, 3. A coin has penetrated from somewhere and magically appeared inside the glass. The glass is solid. Coin in the glass. Moving right along. Well, since we had this beautiful silk handkerchief left over from the previous trick, let's do something with it. I'm going to take it, do something like that. And I have a little box with a drawer that slides in and out. Alright, we are going to take the handkerchief and we're going to place it inside our box, just like so. And we're going to close it up. We're going to wave the magic wand over it a couple times, tap it, 1, 2, 3. The silk has vanished. Yet another vanish effect. For my finale, I'm going to perform a favorite pocket magic trick of mine. It's a coin trick called Scotch and Soda. You're probably wondering where that name comes from. It refers to the original way that the coin trick was performed. The magician would take two coins, one copper, one silver, and place them in the spectator's hand. And they would close their fist around it just like so. And then the magician would make a bet. The loser would have to buy the winner a drink, a scotch and soda. The magician would bet that he could cause one of the coins to vanish from the person's closed hand. Well, I don't do the trick that way. I have my own sort of interesting performance for this trick, and I'm going to show you that now. As you can see, there's two coins, one copper, one silver. The Kennedy $50 is slightly larger than the other coin. If you place it on top of it, you can't see it at all. So what I'm going to do, I have a little piece of paper and I'm going to place the two coins inside the paper, just like so. And fold the paper around it, and I'm going to set it right here And I'm going to take some matches. Here's where it's going to get fun. Well, let's try another match. That was a dud. Here we go. Oh, more bad news. Oh, here we go. Just like that. One coin had vanished. All we have left is the Kennedy $50. Where did the other coin go? Well, I kind of fooled you. This trick was a vanish. It was also a penetration trick. A combination of the two. The misc has penetrated through the bottom of the glass ashtray. It's right here on the table. Interesting, right? Well, folks, we've nearly reached the end of this edition of Mixed Tricks. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Check out my website if you don't mind. Show me some love. I just added a new section. It's near the top of the page where you can make a little donation to help me out. Just press the button and it takes you directly to my business PayPal account. Any amount will help me keep the lights on where I can keep doing these little videos and sharing them with you guys, and we can keep having some fun, and I'll keep telling you about, you know, the history of magic and showing you some of my favorite tricks. Any and all contributions will be greatly appreciated, and I thank you for anybody that does contribute. Until next time, I'm going to leave you with an excerpt from Mark Twain's book, The Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court. A little bit that seems very appropriate for the current state of affairs. The little excerpt goes something like this. The magician was hit hard. It was an emergency that had never happened in his experience before, and it corked him. He didn't know how to meet it. Think about it.